Hi, welcome to Breathe, Relax, Recover. It says I'm live. I need to adjust my screen just a little bit here. All righty. Welcome to Sunday's episode of Breathe, Relax, Recover. And a couple reminders here with this. The information I provide in these is not meant to diagnose, treat, or cure any illnesses or diseases. So if you're not feeling good, go get checked out by your doctor. Always, it's real important to keep yourself safe in all this stuff that we're doing, all these breathing drills. So make sure you're in a safe place, that you're seated or lying down. I demonstrate them standing, but that's just for ease of my camera. In fact, I was gonna try to demonstrate them sitting down today in my little lounge outside, and right when I was getting ready to get started, the neighbor kids started playing and splashing in their pool and making a bunch of noise. So I picked up my laptop and ran in here. I'm doing it from here. So anyways, keep yourself safe. If you start feeling dizzy, lightheaded, nauseous, weird, anything at all, stop the drill and just go back to your normal breathing pattern, whatever that is for you. Because remember, it's your lungs and you're in control, and you can do what you want with them to keep yourself safe. Okay. All right. Having said all that, remember there's two other things I always talk about, which is keeping your tongue in the spot. And that means you make an E and then an N sound. So you make an E, hold that E, turn it into an N. So you go E, and hold that spot with your tongue. So it's up and back. So it's up in the roof of your mouth. It's touching the roof of your mouth. It's kind of balled up and back a little bit. Now that's going to block off the airway for breathing through your mouth and force you to breathe through your nose, which is exactly what we want. But if your nose is plugged up and that doesn't work, then drop your tongue just enough to get the air to go through there. Also, I teach one of the techniques we've been doing for the exhalation focused breathing. There's two versions, one where you exhale through your nose, the other one is where you purse your lips and blow out through, like you're trying to blow out through a tiny little straw, like that. And that's out through your mouth. So of course you have to get your tongue out of your way. But other than that, I want your tongue in the spot when you're doing all these breathing drills. All right. And the second thing for that, and the last thing, is to breathe down into your diaphragm and breathe down and low. So we don't want your breathing up here. We want it down low. So if you need help with that, send me an email, put a message in the comments down here saying, hey, I can't figure out this belly breathing thing. Eventually we want that 3D breathing all the way around. So a way to check it is hand up on high on your chest, a hand on your belly, kind of just over above your belly button. And then you're going to breathe. I'll stand up here on my tippy toes so you can see. We're going to breathe and see what moves. Okay, so does my stomach move when I breathe like this? So I'm breathing in, breathing out. Or does my chest move like this? Breathe in and breathe out. So if this is moving up here, that's not the kind of breathing we want. We want the breathing down with your diaphragm. Get it out. So a whole bunch of reasons behind that. I'm not going to get into that today because I noticed most of my videos, I spend half of it just yakking at you about all this neuro stuff, and I'm going to try to do that way less today and get right into some breathing. Now, again, I'd hoped to be in my little lounge outside in the backyard and the birds chirping in the background and the wind gently blowing and all that. And I was going to sit there and walk through a bunch of relaxation drills. So now I don't get to do that, but that's okay. You still can. So hopefully you're in a seated position. I'm just going to try to relax the best I can standing here, and we'll go through some of this. All right. So tongue in the spot, breathing down low. I'm going to do a set of well, I'll teach them both, and then you pick the one that's best for you. So do some kind of an assessment. So I've talked about this before. You've seen these. Do a body scan. Think about how you're feeling right now. Do you have tension? Do you have pain? Are you warm? Are you cold? And if you have tension or pain, where is it and how much is it? Is it a 1? 1 is being hardly anything. 10 is being excruciating. Give it a rating. Or you can do some kind of physical assessment. So like I show a lot is this internal rotation of the arm. You just go up 90 degrees. This is 90, this is 90, and you internally rotate and you see how far that goes before it stops. For me, it's a little bit worse today, right there. Usually a little bit further. Now I can make it go more, but I have to hike my shoulder, and that's cheating, okay? So that's one. I also use range of motion for my neck. to see where I'm at. And then, or I have a Snellen chart out there. I can look at that and I can use my vision as assessment. So what'll happen is I do my assessment, whatever it is. If I do a drill that's good for me, something in my body should get better. And that's cool. That tells me that's a good drill. If things get worse, then that means that's not the drill for me. So we're going to figure that out right now. So the first drill we're going to do is a short inhale with a long exhale. And then we'll reverse that and we'll do a whatever the opposite of that is. My dyslexia is kicking in really good right now and I can't keep everything straight. So we'll do one, then we'll do the other. So I'm going to start out with the long inhale and the short exhale. So we're going to do that. So we're going to do a 4-second in and then a 2-second out. And then we're going to flip it and go the other way. But you're going to assess and see which is better for you, right? So do your assessment, see where you're at with whatever it is you're doing. And then go ahead and fill up your lungs with air, let it all out, and breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it out. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1, let it out. Breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1, let it out. One more time, breathe in 4, 3, 2, 1, let it out. Okay, reassess. Check whatever your assessment is. Are you better or worse? If you're better, great, that's a good drill for you. If you're worse or the same, then either it means the drill didn't matter, we didn't do enough of it, there wasn't enough of it, or it's just neutral, or it made you worse. Okay, so now we're going to flip it and go the other way. We're going to do a short inhale and a long exhale. So just a 2-second in and then a 4-second out. Okay, so let all your air out. Inhale for 1, 2, and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in 1, 2. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Breathe in and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And then check your assessment. See where you're at with stuff. You better or worse. Now, if that drill made you better, then do that one. If the other drill made you better, then do that one. Okay? And if you had no change, then that just means we need to add load. So we need to do more of them or a longer hold time instead of 4 seconds, maybe 6 or 8 or something like that. Okay? So I want you to go ahead and do some of those drills while I am talking you through some relaxation. So you're going to yourself, count in your own head 2 and 4 or 6 or 8 or whatever you can do. And you're going to pick whether you're doing the long inhale or the long exhale. Okay. And then you're going to do that while I'm talking through this relaxation. Okay. So you can just get yourself comfy. If you're sitting in a chair, try to keep a long spine, push up through the crown of your head, but yet be as relaxed as possible. I don't want you slumbered, like slouched over, compressing your lung field, because then we can't get air into them, which is what this is all about, right? So we want to make sure you can get air into your lungs. So nice and long, tall, but comfy, so you can lean back in the chair or whatever if you want. If you're laying down, I'd suggest putting a pillow or something under your knees so your knees are bent just a little bit, and maybe a little pillow under your head just so you can be comfortable. Okay, so I give you a second to get in that position, get yourself comfortable. Tongue in the spot. Trying to belly breathe. So if you're laying down on your back, you can put your hands across your belly and see if your hands move when you're breathing. And you're going to pick that pattern that you just picked for your best one, and you're going to count for yourself. And while you're counting, I'm going to take us through some relaxation. Okay. And I know this is going to make for a really weird video for anybody who watches this back, but I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to try to do it the best I can while I'm standing here. I'm going to lean back against the wall a little bit. And I'm just going to have my eyes closed and I'm just going to walk through this. Okay. So start your breathing pattern. Go ahead and count through it once or twice. Hopefully you got a couple, 2 or 3 in now. Keep that breathing pattern going. Now, if you feel like you're running out of air, stop the breathing pattern, go back to normal breathing, and then rejoin back into your breathing pattern, all right? And if all that's confusing to you, then just lay there and breathe, or sit there and breathe, and I'll talk you through some relaxation. Okay, cool. So start your breathing, tongue in spot, belly breathing. I want you to think about your feet and your toes. Even kind of crunch your toes up a little bit, tighten your feet up a little bit. Now let that go. And try to let that go on your exhale. Okay, so whenever you're on your exhale, whatever drill you're doing, tighten up your toes and then let that out. All right, think about your heels and around your ankle in that area and let that go. Do a nice exhale, relax that. Breathe a couple of reps. Okay, we're gonna move to our lower half of our legs. So between our knee and our ankles, our calves, our shins, that space there. Go ahead and relax that. If you want to tensen up your calves or pull up with your feet or something first, you can. Hold it for a couple seconds on the exhale, relax, and let it all go. Couple of breaths. All right, now we're going to think about the upper part of our legs, so between our hips and our knees. So our hamstrings, our quads, all those big muscles all around our legs. Going to tighten those up. And then exhale and relax. Let all that tension go out. Do 1 or 2 reps of your count with your breathing. If you're not doing a count, just tell yourself, breathe in, breathe out. And with each one of those times, you relax a little bit more. Breathe in, breathe out. That's another thing you can do. You don't have to do that count we were talking about earlier. You can just tell yourself, breathe in, breathe out, and relax. Right? So we've come up to our legs, now your hips and around your seat in that area, kind of the sides here. Kind of just relax all that, let that go. If you're sitting on your bottom, try to just relax out a little bit more as you're laying. If you're laying down, feeling that pressure on your lower back and your rear end, just let that go. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, let's move on to our lower back and our midsection, kind of around your stomach and around your low back. So you can tighten up your stomach muscles a little bit if you want, and then relax them. Exhale, relax your lower middle back, kind of the arch of your back. Let that go and relax that. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now kind of your midsection, so your chest, your middle of your back, like between your shoulder blades, and kind of move that around a little bit, feel where that's at, tighten it up maybe a little bit and relax it. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, let's go down to your hands and your fingers. So you can make a fist if you want, or you could extend your fingers out, hold them out tight, tight, tight. And then just let them go and relax your fingers and your hands. And breathe in and breathe out. Now the space between your wrists and your elbow, so your forearms, you can make that tense if you want. Relax it. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now your arm between your elbow and your shoulder, so your biceps and your triceps, you can lock out your elbow or scrunch a bicep, either one, and create some tension and relax it. Let that out. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, let's come back here to the outsides of our shoulders, kind of our upper shoulders, and around into our like upper back, lower neck, your traps, trapezius. So that area, like if you hunched up those muscles that get tight there, kind of tighten them up and then relax them and let it go. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, let's come to your face, your cheeks, your jaw. If you're holding any tension in your teeth, let that go. Got tension in your neck, breathe in and breathe out and let that go. Relax your jaw a little bit. Let your mouth open slightly. If you need to, give yourself a little massage right here around your jaw, your TMJ, just in front of your ears. So kind of like right in here. Let that go. I just made myself yawn. This is working for me. I just relaxed a little bit. That's good. Maybe I need to do some jaw massages for myself. Breathe in, breathe out. Come up to your ears. I know most of us can't move our ears, but if you think of your ears, try to relax that space around your ears, the back of your head, the back of your neck. Let that go and breathe in, breathe out. Okay, your eyes, scrunch your eyes up. You're closing your eyes really tight, and then when you're on the exhale, relax and let that go. If you're doing like me right now, holding your eyebrows up, relax those and let those go. Now all the way to the top of your head, any tension you're feeling around the top of your head, your scalp, try to let that go and breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now we're gonna do like 4 breaths, and each time you exhale, I want you to let tension out. So as you're exhaling, I'm gonna breathe in right now. And when I exhale, I'm just letting that tension go all the way from my toes and my fingertips. It's just gonna flow up and out that breath. Let's do that again. Breathe in and breathe out. Let all that tension go from your toes to your fingertips, all the way to your core and out your breath. Any tension that's still in the top of your head, see if you can find some more. Most of us probably have some around the base of where the muscles connect to our neck and our head, occipital lobe. There's probably some tension there. Maybe a little bit lower in the middle of your neck or down here into your traps. Yep, there's some on my back left one. Try to let that go. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now in this relaxed state, go ahead and do 3 reps of whatever you know is your best breathing drill for you. Whether that's just a deep breath, or it's a count, or whether it's box breathing, anything you know is good for you. Let's just do 3 nice, big, deep breaths. Keep that relaxation going. Maybe you found a little bit more tension somewhere, maybe in your pinky, your big toe, your left ear. I don't know. Let that go. A couple more breaths. All right. So hopefully you're feeling pretty relaxed now. I know I've relaxed myself just talking through it, even standing here. I was a little bit keyed up when I first came in because my technology wasn't working like I wanted it to. Just prior to getting all this going, I had a plan and had to scrap all that and do something different, but that's okay. So I would encourage you, I'm going to sign off here in a second because we're almost at the 20 minutes. Well, not a second. I'm going to yak at you here for a minute, but I'm going to sign off, and I'd encourage you to just stay where you're at as long as you like. Just hang out here in the space, keep breathing, tell yourself breathe in, breathe out, or do some kind of breathing pattern. And just sit there for a few minutes. You don't have to sit there long. It can be a minute or 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever you feel like. And whenever you're ready, just bring yourself back and wake yourself back up. Not that you're asleep, but you're just kind of in this really relaxed state. Keep your breathing pattern going. Come out of it, wake up, open your eyes when you're ready. And just, I'm going to sign off here again, and the computer should just go quiet, and hopefully everything will be quiet for you and you can just hang out here for a few minutes. And when you come back, you should feel nice and relaxed and warm and comfortable and just feel good, because we've spent about the last 14 minutes just breathing and relaxing. Okay. So I'm going to sign off here. You hang out here as long as you want, but remember, come out of it whenever you're ready, and you're going to feel relaxed and refreshed and energized and recouped for the rest of your day. All right. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.